You gonna share that with your mom? The game? You share that link with your mom? Yeah. Oh, I did it a few times as well. I can do it with mom.
Just get a home teacher and just like, where's it?
Test. Fire them up. You guys have anything better to do tonight?
No.
I would. I'd do something.
I love watching it. I would even if I didn't know for it. Like, not because of repetition. I just like watching sports. Yeah. Although Shane jumped in with another one of the parents and went back to the hotel and he's going to do some work, and I just thought about it, like all of his beers. So I'm anticipating once that sets in, the anger, frustration, the separation, the phone call.
Get back here.
Yeah, so I'm like, so how'd you guys do so far? No. Who did you guys play? Okay. Windmills, but doesn't sound like a very dominating name.
They're better than the happen.
So what would you do? What would you do?
Anything.
Anything? Really? Yeah?
In the lobby, I'd have a drink and I'd have TV.
Oh,
It
okay.
wouldn't matter what it is.
Yes.
I'd have
Chilling, something else.
I'm so softball now.
Oh, you are? Oh.
And not just for this year. Olympic started. She's 19, so she's 20 this summer. So this will be like my 12th year of like go.
No, but when it's completely done though. son a lot of times will have like a first race and a last race. So it's like, all right. Shane is just like the long time. No, but when I'm here though, and I don't have to. I'm not. The hobbies, yeah. Oh, Road America.
Friday night is a get together and get to go race on the track all day Friday. You guys get to go race on the track. Get your own car.
So why would you even look at that? You know that's not an option. Why
I know,
would you even
but these
explore
are all
that?
things
So you don't explore those
I'm
things.
looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I had a boat.
Yeah.
A bike.
Never there.
Always. Maybe after a year, but when Addison's done, whether it's high school or college, whatever it ends up being, so we'll be done for sure. Like, I will never switch with football. Baseball, softball.
Yeah. I think by then you completely rebound and it's a completely mind. She's been doing it since I've been with the band. However, so, I mean, but I was I love having, like, I'll even go wherever I want to go. So, like, even traveling to the festival, I love it because, but there was always that time period where we're Jeff.
The iPad doesn't know how to do when we're in the field first. Come on, T. By the big water tower. Water start to lose weight.
All right, here we go, guys. So trying to get this all figured out with the iPads once again, hooking up to the camera, hooking up to the iPod, hooking up to the phone, hooking up to the iPods. So top of the first here, 1 out, runner on second base with bats. Or fall back. So top of 1, no score yet here. Crown Point, Indiana, Crown Point Softball Complex. Wisconsin Lightning playing the Pats Nationals team. Pats located programs out of Waukesha. Alright, here's the pitch. He misses down and in. Way off by T. Strike 3 in the inside corner, taken for number 2. All right, sounds like we got verification in the back, and you guys can hear me. So this Bats national team, they're a program, like I said, out of Wisconsin. They're an older 16U team, so this entire team ages out. Got a couple D1 pitchers that have committed. One has committed to Northwestern. few other hitters that are committed as well. The Wisconsin Lightning team's a 15U team, so a full year younger, freshmen and sophomores in high school, where the bats are mostly juniors in high school, going into their senior year. Ball 2. So let's set the defense here. Two Eichholtz on the mound. It's starting Nod is the pitcher. Alana Boydson back behind the plate catching. Here's the pitch, ball down and in. So 3 balls. First bracket game here in Crown Point. All right, T comes back with a strike on the outside half. So once again, setting the defense, you got Addison Weary playing third base. Maddie Ballsiger at shortstop. Here's the pitch, strike 2 called. Got Hannah Conger playing second base. Zoe Kinsella at first. In the outfield, got Caitlin Callahan in right field. Got Grace Cram-Schuster in center. In the left, you got Bree Lopez, strike 3, swinging. Tulu gets out of the inning. So on top of the first, the Bats get no runs, no hits, no errors on a walk and a pass ball. 1 stranded after half of an inning. Bat 0, Lightning coming up. All right, we'll set up the scene here a little bit. Field number 2 in Crown Point, sun going down. Lights will be coming on here shortly. So, big game for the Lightning, big game for the Bats. It's a PGF National Qualifier. Both teams have basically qualified for anywhere they want to go for national tournament. I believe the Bats are going to be going to Huntington Beach, California, while the Lightning is going to be going to Myrtle Beach for national this year at the end of July. Big game also, a lot of college coaches in attendance here tonight. Winona State, Wisconsin, Butler University, Indiana, Purdue Northwest, Illinois Wesleyan. Also a few other coaches that haven't been able to catch the shirts on yet, but we're expecting a few more as well. Teams like Northern Illinois, Illinois State, Carroll University, and a few others were at the games earlier today. All right, leading off the bottom of the first here for the Wisconsin Lightning's two Eichholtz. Maddie Ballsiger on deck. Hannah Conger third, who was ordered. Going for a game ball or a ball that's really umpire asked to be removed. All right, here we go. T setting up for a first at bat of the night. Here's a foul ball down to the left field line. Stays in play. Strike one on T. Tulu getting the start on the mound here. Also leadoff hitter for the Lightning. Led off the last couple games with base hits in her first at bat. See if she can do that again here. Swinging early, strike two. Fall back to the fence. Take a look and see what pitcher's 0-2 pitch from their out pitches are going to be. All right, T steps back in. Here's the pitch. Change up. Lifted over the second baseman's head. Second baseman ranging back. Can't quite get it. Dropped over her shoulder.
Leadoff base runner here for the Lightning. Brings up to the plate Maddie Ballsager. Hannah Conger on deck. So fastball, fastball, fastball comes back with a changeup for 0-2. Here's the pitch, ball taken outside. Here's the pitch. Ball fouled out of play. Right to first base side. Strike one. 1-1 the count. So a few of these players got to see this pitcher in high school this spring. One being in the sectional finals. Fouled off. Strike two. So 1-2 count for Maddie. Runner on first. Lightning. There's a pitch, another change up. Fair ball. Maddie hustling down, safe at first base. Hesitation by the third baseman cost her. Ball is right at the third base line. I'm looking right down it. The backhand. So you get called by the umpire, letting the ball stay fair. So the Lightning threatening early. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Hannah Conger up to bat, number 3 hitter in the order. Addison Weary on deck. Nobody out. Pitch, ball, first pitch hit, second baseman. Second baseman can't handle it. Two Lycos rounded third, coming in home. Ball's dropped, safe. Runners advance to second and third base. Lightning taking early 1-0 lead. Not quite sure what the umpire would have called there if she had held onto the ball. I got a feeling he would have called her out. I thought she was safe, but regardless, ball was dropped. So some early pressure by the Lightning on this Bats defense has gotten them a run. Field is really hard here in Crown Point. It's been over a week since they've had any rain. They do water it down a little bit, you know, the night before the tournaments, but they don't work the field at all during the day. And this is probably the 7th or 8th game, I would say, played on this field today. Umpire heading out to break up the huddle. Brings to the plate Addison Weary. With no outs, bottom of the first, 1-0 lead for the Lightning. Addison, one of the younger girls on the team, being a freshman, 15 years old. Battling a 17-year-old junior heading to Northwestern University. Maddie sitting back, sitting for the first. Here's the pitch. Swung and fouled back. Maddie attacking early in the count. So 0-1 count. There's a ball hit down the first baseline. Runner coming home. Safe there. So resetting that. Fielder's choice. First baseman comes home with the ball. Runner scores easily. Addison ends up first. On first base, safe. Still nobody out. 2 runs in for the Lightning here at the bottom of the first. Runs on first and third here for Caitlin Callahan. Coach coming in to ask a question about the lineup, it looks like. Umpires calling for play to resume here. So you'd think the younger team for the Lightning would have the nerves here, but looks like they get to the bats just a little bit here. So Caitlin Callahan, 5-hitter up to bat. Runners on first and third. Nobody out here, bottom of the first. Squares to bunt. Ball's taken. Addison takes second base. Strike one was called, so 0-1 the count. Pitch. Change up. Swung and missed by Caitlin. 0-2 count. So second and third here, nobody out. Caitlin an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball taken up and out. Not really close to the zone. So about as good a start for the Lightning as you could have. Change up taken out and away. And up, I should say. Ball two, it was a count back at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ball three. Out and away. Full count. Caitlin has a good at bat going here. See if she can get a pitch that she can handle and drive. Score a run or two. Here's a fly ball. Hit to right center field. That's not going to get caught. Is it gone? It's gone. Out of here. Home run. Caitlin Callahan bouncing back from an 0-2 count for a 3-run home run for the Wisconsin Lightning, making it 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. Great start here by the Lightning. Caitlin hangs back, hits a change-up on the outside half on a full count pitch to right center. This team would have had about 5 home runs earlier in the game, except we were playing on the 220 fields. This game here, we get playing on a 300-foot fence, but they put a snow fence in at 200. It's a ball taken outside. So Lana Boydson gets to see this pitcher multiple times during the season as Oak Creek is initiating the Trails Conference for high school softball. Lana hits a pitch, popped up towards second base side. Second baseman underneath it makes the catch. So Lana has some really good success against her in the sectional final game, going 3 for 5 in a 16-inning affair, which ended in a walk-off hit for Oak Creek to send them to state. All right, so here we go. 1 out here, bottom of the first for the Wisconsin Lightning. Grace Cranschuster up the bat. Bree Lopez up on deck. Here's the ball taken outside. Pitcher trying to work that outside half and just doesn't quite have the control here in the early going. All right, Grace set up in the 1-1 count. Ball taken up. Waiting for the lights to come on. It's probably dark at home watching on the camera here, and it's getting a little dark here as well. The sun sets behind the trees out in center field. Here's a ball, fouled out of play. First base side. So the Crown Point Sports Complex has got 7 softball fields. We're in a different area of the park where there's 3 softball fields in the dome. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs. Some of the fields play 220 fences, and the fields that are at 300, they put snow fences in at 200. Beautiful day today. Reach into the low 80s, no humidity, a little bit of a breeze, so it did get warm during the day. But a beautiful night here. Back down into the low 70s. Here's a bunt squared by Bree. Bree hustling down to first. Can't make the play. Ball thrown into first, right field, heading down the line. Bree heading to second, running towards third. Bree's going to get sent to home. Here's the play, no play at home plate. Bree Lopez scores. All the way from the plate. Puts a nice push bunt out towards the pitcher. Pitcher fires it past the first baseman down the right field line. Bree hustles all around. Bree's got great speed to make that happen. 6-0 Wisconsin Lightning here in the bottom of the first inning here at Crown Point. The Bats taking their 3rd conference of the game here in the first inning. So these games are 7 innings or I believe 80 minutes long. 80 or 75, whatever comes first. So they are timed, unlike a few weekends ago where we played the full 7. This game already moving into the 20-25 minute area as the Lightning are going to bat around here in this first inning. Brings up to the plate Zoe Kinsella with Tallulah Eichholz on deck. Put the ball and play, good things will happen, they say. That's definitely happened here in the first. Check swing by Zoe, called strike. Here's the second pitch, taken up. Oh, delayed call strike, 3-2 count. Here's the pitch, ball taken up and out. 1-2 to count. Get something down in the zone here, see if Zoe can drive it. Here's the pitch, ball taken up. Good eye by Zoe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lights do come out here. Brighten things up just a little bit. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ends the inning for the Wisconsin Lightning, but not before they get 6 runs to the bottom of the first. And a couple walks, a couple errors, a few hits. Nobody left on, so after 1 full inning complete here in Crown Point, Indiana, the Bats Nationals 0, Wisconsin Lightning 6. All right, here we go on the top of the second inning with the Bats Nationals 16-18 coming up to the plate. Tallulah Eichholz still on the mound here. No difference changes here for the Lightning, but primarily be in this rotation for the game as they don't bat the lineup. All right, lefty hitter for the Bats steps in. Number 4 hitter in the order for the Bats. Number 5, I believe, actually. First pitch by T, called strike. Lana and T working inside half on that first pitch. First base umpire asking if the coaches can stand outside the fence, which they can because these dugouts are so far down the first and third base line. Fouled off for strike 2. T up 0-2 here. There's the pitch. Just miss on the outside half. Good nibble by T. Call the ball, so 1-2 strike. There's the pitch. Change up, hit shallow left field. Maddie running back. Can't make the catch. Bree thrown into second base. The runner hustles in. She's safe at second. Just that in-betweener. Bree couldn't quite get to it. Maddie could not get to it from shortstop. A Texas Leaguer there. Why do we call it Texas Leaguer? What does Texas know about softball and baseball anyway? All right. Reset, ground ball hit towards the second baseman. Diving attempt made. Can't come up with it. That's short by Hannah. So an RBI single by the Bats in the first pitch. Makes the score 6-1. here in the bottom of the top of the second inning. And it might have had a shot on it, but again, this hard field, that second hop, ball scooted right over the top of his glove. So Tulia coming back set. There you go. Ball taken upstairs. 1-0 the count. Strike called. Basically right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Top of the second inning. Lightning leading the bat 6-1. Here's the pitch. Ball crosses right at the knees. Umpire doesn't give it to Tuula for ball 2. There's a pop-up hit. Just out of play, behind the plate. Makes it count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. There's a ball hit towards shortstop. Manny can't come up with it. Bounces in left field. Bird gets it in. Pulls the runner at second base. All right, first and second here. Top of the second inning. Coach Randy had the infield in a couple extra steps. First and second, nobody out. First pitch called strike. Lightning trying to work out of the jam here in the second. Get as little damage allowed as possible. Ball down in the zone. 1-1 count. The pitch fouled back. That pitch just above the letters for strike 2. Good pitch by T.
This isn't a hit either.
Pitch, rise ball taken up for a ball. Very similar pitch to what she just chased. 2-2 the count. Good idea by Lana Boydson, the catcher. Ball swung and missed. Strike 3. Out of the zone, got her chasing. Next time, as you can see on the camera, keep an eye on these bat runners at second base calling location. That time the runner called location and the batter swung right where it was. So 1 out here. Ball first pitch followed to the third baseline. Addie hustles over, out of play. On top of the dugout. For first pitch strike. T rocks, sets, throws, change up, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 the count. Pitch foul back. Count stays at 0-2. For the bottom of the order, I believe the leadoff batter might be on deck. Pitch. Swung and missed. Ball thrown back towards second base. No play there. He gets the strikeout for out number 2 in the inning. Goes back to the plate, the leadoff hitter for the Bats. Here at the top of the second inning. And the pitch, fouled back. Lana diving for it. Can't quite make the play. Good hustle. Now we're getting up in the count. 4-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. working out of the zone. Hit towards third side. Maddie comes over, makes a play, steps on third base for the force out for out number 3. So what looked like a potential disastrous inning for the Lightning, giving up many of those runs back, ends up in only allowing 1 run. So, top of the second inning, the Bats. 1 run on a couple of base hits, a couple left on base. After 1.5 complete, Bats Nationals 1, Wisconsin Lightning 6. All right, heading into the bottom of the second here for the Wisconsin Lightning. Top of the order coming up with Tallulah Eichholz, Maddie Balsinger on deck. See if the Wisconsin Lightning can add to their lead here at the bottom of the second inning. Looking for that leadoff runner just like last inning. All right. Tallulah steps into the plate for her first pitch for her at bat, followed back to the screen for strike 1. She being super aggressive here in the first 2 at bats, which has led to some of the success of the 6 runs in the first. She steps back in. Pitcher rocks, sets, delivers. Ball taken upstairs for ball number 1. Good this one by the umpire. Good frame job by the catcher. Brought it back down. 1-1 count on Tallulah. Ball taken upstairs for ball 2. So this particular pitcher routinely delivers the ball about 67 miles an hour, which is obviously very quick if you're not familiar. Ball taken outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Generally Olympic and professional can reach speeds of 70 or 71 miles an hour. T takes strike 2. So full count on Tallulah here. Bottom of the second inning. He steps back in. There's a ball taken outside and down for ball 4. And a leadoff walk once again for Tallulah. Great leadoff at bat by T. Brings up Maddie Balsinger. Would not be surprised if Coach Randy has Maddie laying down a bunt. Once again, great speed. Has the potential to get a base hit for a bunt. Steps in. Here's a ground ball. Hit towards third base. Third baseman heads over to first with it. Moves T over to second base for out number 1. Now Wisconsin Lightning do have a runner in scoring position here, with Hannah Conger up to bat. Addison Weary on deck. All right, right-handed hitting Hannah Conger up to bat. Hannah takes strike just above the knees. 0-1 count. One more run in this inning to get that one back would be Tallulah heading back into third base. Runner called out. So T got caught up with a big lead at second base. Catcher throws down, throws her out. That little hesitation at second instead of just running to third cost her not quite getting to third base in time. So that changes the complexion a little bit of this inning. Nobody on here, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Hannah Conger still up the bat. Change up, hit towards second base softly. Second baseman makes the catch. Just like that, the bats get out of it. So Wisconsin Lightning with 0 runs, no hits, no errors, had a walk. The runner picked off after 2 full innings. The score, Wisconsin Lightning 6, Bats Nationals 1. Heading back into the top of the third here for the Bats. 2, 3, 4 in the order. Beginning for the Lightning to work out and get through this one. With cheap bunt shown. Ball 1 taken. Ball 2 called. 2-0 count. Nobody out here. Top of the third inning. Fouled back for strike 1. Probably another ball just out of the zone. So you got the batter to swing. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Lana Boydson still behind the dish, calling pitches. Change up taken up. The ball 3, 3-1. To lead off, or the second hitter to lead off this inning for the Bats. It's a pitch, strike 2 called. It's a count to full. They come back by T there. Not quite sure where that missed. But ball 4, Hunter takes first base. Number 3 hitter for the Bats. Bat runner on first base, nobody out here, top of the third. Ball hit towards the third baseman, Addison Weary. Fires it over at first base to get the first out. Little slow roller that got to her right-hand side near the base, scoops and throws. Big out in the inning here, so runner moves over to second base. The number 4 hitter in the order. There's a ball foul back, very aggressive here as well for the Bats on first pitch swinging. So Addison Weary at third base, Maddie Balsiger at short, Hannah Conger at second, Zoe Kinsella at first. Ball upstairs. Bree Lopez out left, Grace Grimshooster in center field, and Caitlin Callahan in right. There's a pitch, fly ball hit shallow right field. Hannah Conger, the second baseman, heading over to make the catch in shallow right. Great play by Hannah. for out number 2 here in the top of the third. Brings up the bat the left-handed hitter number 5 hitter that flared a ball into shallow left field over Maddie's head at shortstop in the second inning. Change up, pitched, foul back out of play for strike 1. T once again getting ahead of his count. Working inside half here. Another pitch upstairs, foul back for strike 2. He's got that rise ball working today. The adrenaline must be kicking in because she seems to be hitting her spots and hitting her pitches. All right, 0-2 pitch here coming from T. Just missed on the outside half. That's a very good spot. Ball 1. As you can probably tell, the batter left foot right in the back left corner of the box. Ball 2 taken. Right on the plate as well. Forcing T to come down the middle instead of working inside. Here's the pitch. Change up. Taken for a ball upstairs. Batter works the count to full here on Tallulah. All right, full count pitch here for T. Runner on second base, 2 outs here in the top of the third. There's a pitch, grounder hit up the middle. Hannah can't quite get to it. Ball rolls into center field. Run on second scores. Runner stays on first base. So a 2-out single after getting ahead 0-2. Batter got back into the count and was able to hit her in to make the score 6-2 Lightning. Still 2 outs here in the third. Runner on first base. First pitch called strike. Good pitch by T. The ball up and out. Mana looks the runner back at first base. And the pitch. Ball hit to right field fairly deep. Caitlin Callahan right there makes the catch for out number 3. So once again, a couple runners get on late there for the bats, and they only get 1 run in. So 1 run and a hit. 1 left on after 2.5 innings complete here at Crown Point. Wisconsin Lightning lead 6-2. All right, Wisconsin Lightning here in the bottom of the third inning. Addison Weary, Caitlin Callahan, Grace Kramschuster. All right, looks like we're set here to start the bottom of the third. First pitch hits Addie in the back right knee. He'll take first base. Lots of speed over there now. Bats better look out. Brings up Caitlin Callahan. Caitlin last at bat hit a 3-2 pitch to right center for a 3-run home run. On a changeup. It was the first pitch, fastball swing, call back. And as you probably guessed, we lost the camera. We'll get that back up shortly. So we have nets, not fences, back behind the backstops. And anytime the ball hits the backstop, it shakes. And unfortunately, with our spider clamp, it shook loose. So no balls, one strike. There's a pitch, change up down, sweep by the catcher. Keeps Addison at first base. Stevens count at 1-1. Joe Frame shoots through the camera and technology master here. Wisconsin Lightning. Call back.
Can we get a TV timeout?
The net and the camera once again.
I'm gonna lose my
So
fingers.
1 ball, 2 strikes here, nobody out. Put on first base, and it's the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Lightning. Getting late for the pitch. Ball taken up and out for ball number 2. Stevens count at 2-2. Pitcher wanted that call, but it's not been a call that the umpire has given tonight. There's a ball hit off of Caitlin's foot, foul. So Addie back to first base, Caitlin back to the plate. Count remains at 2-2. There's a good hold by Caitlin, up and out once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's a ball hit over the right fielder's head. 1 hops the fence, ground rule double. So runners are going to stay at 2nd and 3rd. That would have likely have scored Addison from first base to 3rd. One of the issues, obviously, playing with snow fence are those balls hopping over. But a great piece of hitting once again by Caitlin, going down early in the count, battling back to a 2-2 count. It's a laser of the right fielder's head. So here we go. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Lana Boydson up the bat. Lana popped up to second baseman last time. Infield on the right side is in. Ball taken up and out. Randy talking to Addison on first base. Looks like ball inside. Ball hit foul on the 3rd baseline. Addison jumps out of the way. Probably should stay in foul territory because if the ball's in foul and she gets hit, we're good. If that ball ricochets back in or she makes contact with the 3rd baseman and the ball stays fair, she could be called off for interference. But resetting it, 1-1 the count. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out here. Bottom of the 3rd inning for the Lightning. Great opportunity to score a couple more. There's a ball flared into center field. Ball drops. Addison's going to score at home. Caitlin rolls into 3rd. Lana Boydson into first base. RBI signal for Lana Boydson. Brings the score up to 7-2. Wisconsin Lightning here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Great piece of hitting just off the handle. Flares it into center field, just onto the grass. Center fielder could come up with it. Second baseman playing shallow. She was nowhere near it. Good piece of hitting. Still lots of damage that can be done here. So here we go. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Grace Cranschuster up the bat. Here's the pitch. Ball taken down and in. Looks like the bats are running a play for a steal here. Second baseman over the cover, so I'm expecting a throwdown if Randy sends Lana. Grace hits a ball, bounces. That's going to score a run. Back to the pitcher. Pitcher throws the second, try to turn the double play. Ball in the dirt. They get the force at second base, but scores the run, and Grace is safe at first base. Wisconsin Lightning leading the game 8-2 now here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Brings up to bat Bree Lopez. Tough decision to make there, but as a coach, I think you'd like to see the pitcher look the runner back at third and skip the out at first base. You'd end up having the out there. Nobody would score. Still on second and third. The Lightning get the ball in. Green pops the ball up to third base on the first pitch for an out. Grace gets back to first. That's the second out of the inning. Reed has excellent speed. If she could just get that ball down, I don't know there's very many teams in the country that could throw her out. So Kinsella takes strike one. So 2 outs here. First frame shooter on first base. Zoe Kinsella up to bat, number 9 hitter in the order for the Lightning. Ball taken up and out. Good eye by Zoe. Looking for a gapper here out of Zoe. See if she can do it here. There's the pitch. Swung and missed. Throw down to first. Grace back in time. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So in that inning, Wisconsin Lightning do end up getting 2 of those runs back on a couple of hits. No errors. A hit by pitch. And after 3 full innings complete here in Crown Point, Indiana, Wisconsin Lightning 8, Bats Nationals 2. All right, here we go. Set up to the top of the 4th inning here. Bats up to bat here. 7, 8, 9 in the order, I believe, for the Bats coming up. Obviously, another big inning. Every inning's big inning for the Lightning at this point. Trying to stay alive in the winner's bracket here in the first bracket game in the tournament. Tough matchup with the Bats. There's a ground ball, hit foul, third base line. See getting ahead in the count once again. Ball taken, up. Makes count 1-1. Get a feeling the ball going to hit on the left side of the infield here, this set bat. Here's the pitch. Ball popped up. First base side, Zoe Kinsella makes the catch for out number 1. I did that on purpose, folks. I did that on purpose. All right, big out there. Leadoff batter in the order. Brings up the number 8 hitter for the Bats. There's a ball taken down, crosses the top of the knees. He's been consistent not calling that a strike, so you let that go. 1-0 the count. See with a changeup, down in the dirt for ball number 2, scooped by Lana Voidson. Defense remains unchanged. Madison Lee at third. Manny Balsiger at short, Hannah Conger at second, Zoe Kinsella at first base. Ball hit towards second base side, takes a hop. Hannah handles over to Zoe for out number 2. Good pitch, good play. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Bree Lopez still holding down left field. Grace Cranschuster out in center. And Caitlin Callahan out in right field. 2 outs here, number 9 hitter in the order for the Bats. He winds and delivers. Strike taken inside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. T throwing the best she has this weekend. In her limited duties. Change up, foul back to the fence for strike 2. 0-2 once again for T. Lana and T are going to be working on something off the plate. Swinging a mistype pitch out of the zone. Here's the pitch. Outside half, called strike 3. Third out of the inning. Great inning by Tallulah Eichholz and the Lightning defense. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 3.5 innings complete, Wisconsin Lightning 8, Bass Nationals 2.
Lens cleaner.
Trace's new shirt. It's not my lens cleaner. The ball hits the net, all the dust comes out.
All right, here we go. Wisconsin Lightning leading off once again with their leadoff hitter, Tallulah Eichholz, here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Tallulah is third at bat, so third time head through the order here for the Lightning. The same will happen next inning for the Bats with their leadoff. Couple changes by the Bats with a substitution here. T's been an early swinger, gotten on base both times so far this game. See if she can make it 3 in a row. Ball taken up and out. 1-0 the count. Rather good Zalanic still on the mound. Wisconsin product, going to be a senior next year in high school. Committed to Northwestern University. Change up down in the dirt for ball 2. Last games of the night here in Crown Point. 3 games headed going on over here. Another 4 over at the main complex, just across the parking lot. Strike taken by T. 2-1 the count. There's a low pitch called strike. Haven't seen that one called yet, so 2-2 the count. And standing right behind Offset. There's T at a pop up over the second baseman's head. Ball looks like it's going to drop. Right fielder does not get to it. Drops in. A lot of times that might be considered a base hit. Unfortunately, I think at this level of play, this caliber of players, that would probably be considered an error. But Tallulah Eichholz on base percentage this game is a perfect 1,000. Up 3 times, on base 3 times. Brings up Maddie Ballsager in the 2 spot. Strike taken inside corner for a 0-1 count. Hannah Conger on deck. There's a pitch, ground ball, hits Shoffley for a shortstop. Maddie Ballsager, great speed, beats the play, beats the throw for an infield base hit. For the Lightning here in the bottom of the 4th. First and second, nobody out here for the Lightning. Hannah Conger up to bat with Addison Weary on deck. Hannah, the number 3 hitter in the order here. There's a pop-up and gotten on base for second at bat. Scored a run. There's a good hold. We got a... That is right. Hey, kid. to be down early in the count. But she evens it up at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Called back. Just missed it, just underneath it for a 1-2 count.
You got it, Hannah.
See if Hannah can get something into the grass here. Ball fall back. Good hang by Hannah Conger. Count remains at 1-2. All right, Hannah sitting patiently in the box, waiting for the pitch. Ball fall back. Good battle by Hannah. Passing the rear, hanging in the shadows on deck. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Chance to put a few more runs on the board here. There's a change up. Ball hit right back in the pitcher. Line drive. Handles over the first base. Great contact by Hannah Conger. Stunned the pitcher there a little bit. Couldn't hang on. Instead of going to third base. Throws it over to first for the out. So 1 out here, bottom of the 4th. Number 4 hitter in the order, Addison Weary up the deck, up the bat. There's Caitlin Callahan on deck. Addie hit by pitch for her last at bat in the first pitch. There's a ball hit back up the middle, bobbled by the pitcher. Tallulah scores from third base. Another RBI ground out for Addison Weary. Brings the score up to 9-2. Wisconsin Lightning here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs. Brings up Caitlin Callahan. Caitlin 2 for 2 with a double and a home run this game. Runner on third here. Check swing foul back. 0-1 to count. Caitlin with a 0-1 count. Strike 2 taken. 0-2. See, it's a little dusty without a breeze. This field being so dry kicks it up, and it's not really moving. There's a pitch, ground ball, hit shot softly, shortstop. Shortstop comes in, makes a play. They're out number 3 here in the inning. But the Wisconsin Lightning add another run here at the bottom of the 4th. So, that being said, we got a score of 9-2. These games are timed, so it's 7 innings for 75 minutes, I've been told. So there must not be a ton of time left. I would say somewhere in the area of 5 to 10 minutes. So you never want to say that this could be the Bats' last at bat, but this could be the Bats' last at bat. All right, so trying to get some clarification here. They have about 35 minutes left in the game, so what they're doing is 1 hour and 45-minute games. So approximately 35 minutes left here. That's when most teams are getting into that 6th inning, sometimes even the 7th inning, finishing the games within that 1 hour 45 time limit. Going to see if Coach Randy's made any changes. Looks like he has. He's lowered JoJo Vermette into first base. Here's Zoe Kinsella. Autumn Weiss moves into left field for Bree Lopez. The rest of the defense appears to be the same. Tallulah Eichholt still in the mound. Lana Boydson back behind the plate catching and calling pitches. Addison Weary at third base. Maddie Ballstiger at shortstop, Hannah Conger at second. As I mentioned, JoJo Vermette at first. Autumn Weiss in and left field. Grace Kramp-Schuster in center. Caitlin Callahan remains in right field. Lots of action in the field next to us. I'm sure you can hear all the yelling. Home plate umpire going over to the bats, letting them know of the substitutions that the Lightning has made. So top of the fifth here. Brings up the top of the order for the bats. All right, lead off here, expecting a slap, maybe a drag bunt, something of the sort to try to get things going. Addison Weary in at third base. Anticipating, there it is. Called back to his net for strike one. Shortstop Maddie Ballstiger playing just behind the baseline between second and third. Hannah Conger playing more up the middle, inside the baseline at second base. JoJo even up with the bag at first. Slap, foul on the left side, gobbled up by Lana, about 7 to 10 feet foul for strike number two. For the soft slapping lead off for the bats. There's the pitch. Ball taken, just missed. Must have thought it was high. The ball 1, 1 and 2. Would have liked to have that ball. There's a ball hit, shot towards short over, makes the play. Maddie, great throw, great stretch by JoJo for the out. Great speed at the plate. Better play defensively from Maddie, who once again was up at the baseline between second and third, charging the ball, gets in a good hop, fires over the first for the out. Very nice play by the Lightning defense here. Brings up the number 2 hitter in the order for the bats. Defensive lineman switches up here a little bit. There's a bunt towards Tallulah, handled, thrown over to first for the out. At first base, JoJo Vermette covers up on the bunt. Hannah Conger over to first base, to Hannah for out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 out. Great play once again by the Lightning defense. Brings up number 3 batter in the order for the bats. Team set. Pitch. Ball 1 taken up. Pace picking up here in this game a little bit. Not sure where that missed for ball 2. In the pitch. Changeup called for strike 1. The umpire kind of flinching back there once in a while, turning his head looking away. I don't think he was expecting this type of fireworks from the pitchers here tonight. Foul back out of play for strike 2. He probably throwing tonight 59, maybe 60 miles an hour. The pitcher from the bats maybe in that 64, 65 mile an hour. There's the pitch. Had everybody guess, an umpire flinched, looked away. The batter ducked out of the way, and the pitch caught right down the middle, just up in the zone a little bit. Full count here. She goes right after. Ground ball hit foul down the third base side. The ball's being thrown in here. She battling a full count here. Nobody on. 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. Lightning leading the bats 9-2. In the pitch. Changeup taken. Strike 3. Really sets the Lightning down in order. 2 great defensive plays for outs 1 and 2. T coming back with a changeup for strike 3 called to end the inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 4.5 complete, Wisconsin Lightning 9, Bats Nationals 2. Well, Lightning with a nice quick inning there defensively. That's going to bring up to bat number 6 batter in the order, Lana Boydson, with Grace Cramschuster up on deck. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Lightning. The bug's starting to come out just a little bit here. There's the ball down. Consistent with that call, so you got to appreciate that from the man behind the plate. Ball 1-0. There's a ball hit to right field, over the right fielder's head. No, right fielder gets there, makes the catch. Well struck ball by Lana. For the first out here, bottom of the 5th inning for the Bats. Brings up Grace Cramschuster, number 6 batter in the order. Good, how are you? Strike one. All right, another strike taken by Grace. 0-2. Grace, the number 2 hitter this inning, here in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's a ball down in the dirt, not called. For a ball, 1-2 the count. There's the pitch, ball taken upstairs. Another ball, another take by Grace. For a 2-2 count. A little life out of the Wisconsin Lightning bench here. Really good game for this young group. Pitcher might be making a switch in gloves here. All right, Grace back to a 2-2 count here. 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Strike 3 called. Up and out just a little bit for the second out of the inning. Autumn Weiss in for Bree Lopez. Has another 6-hitter lineup. Strike taken. Autumn's first at bat this game. A little different look to see as a hitter coming off the bench. Somebody bringing the pitch lower in mid-60s. There's a changeup down in the dirt. Good eye by Autumn for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Swung on, missed. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Ball back. Good hang by Autumn. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors here in the bottom of the 5th for the Lightning. After 5 innings complete here from Crown Point, Indiana. Wisconsin Lightning 9. Bats Nationals 2. All right, heading into the top of the 6th here. Bats bring up their 4, 5, and 6 hitter. Defensive alignment stays the same from the last inning. There's a ball up in the zone, foul out of play for strike 1. Two are nice enough to pick up the batter's bat for her. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup. Just missed. Man, that's a pitch I know both pitchers want to have called a strike tonight, but it hasn't been, so please count 1-1. And the pitch. Ball taken off the outside half, 2-1. Again, number 4 is generally fairly dangerous. There's the pitch. Ball hit high in the air to right center field. Runner coming in. Caitlin makes the play out in shallow right field for the first out of the inning. The batter got a good piece of it, just popped it up a little too high. Caitlin easily gets there for that number 1. Big out there for Lightning. Brings up to bat the number 5 hitter. Ball taken outside half. Defense for Lightning at normal depth all around here. Foul ball, out of play. 1-1 count. Guess I'll take a walk and go get this one. So I'll be back. Taken up. There's a ball hit the left side. Addison Weary up to make the catch. Route number 2 here, bottom of the 7th to 6th. Offensive conference here with the coach, first base coach, talking to the hitter. Number 6 hitter in the order, the pitcher. And the first pitch, ball taken outside and up. 1-0 count. There's a ball fall off the end of the bat on the first base side. It's against the brick wall back here. He is on at 1-1. Changeup misses up by Tallulah. Good idea from catcher Lana Boydson. Pitch outside half just misses, so we got 3 balls, 1 strike here. Top of the 6th inning, Lightning still having 9-2 lead on the bats. Good pitch. Umpire call strike 3, but there's only strike 2. Full count. She was a very nice pitch. Sure, she'll try to come back with that one there. But inside half part of the plate, here it comes. Strike. That did not miss, folks. That was strike 3. 2 outs here. Runner on first base for the Bats. As the ball hits center field, Grace Cramp Schuster underneath it, makes the catch for out number 3. Well, looks to be the ball game, folks. So the Wisconsin Lightning with a huge upset here tonight, one of the best teams in the country